Hello, hello, beautiful ones. Thank you for coming together with me again for another journey together. I thought we would do something different today. I'm really excited to do this with you. So, I have been kind of coming back to myself in so many ways, and I've been using essential oils in my practice remotely. People have been telling me that they're able to smell something on the other side, which has been fascinating. It's been many people that have been, reporting this to me. And some other essences that I've used since the beginning of my journey, starting in 1997, have found me again. Now, if you've ever worked with me in person, you know I used to use this all the time in my practice to harmonize the field. So I had all these different tools that I would bring in that would kind of attune the field in different ways. And then I would get in there with my needles and my sounds and everything like that. And so these special essences are found me again. They're Aura Soma master quintessences that have been a part of my life since I began this journey back in 1997. And so I was really drawn to this particular essence for us today, and I just would love to play with you in this way and hear what your experience of this is. So this one was number 11. There are 15 master quintessences. This is like a little kind of taster set that I've had for quite some time, that I love to interact with. And number 11 is Lao Tzu and Kwan Yin. It's the quintessence that seeks back to the shocks of the past to free the timeline. Helps us to free ourselves from deeply instilled habits and negative thoughts. Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. Right? Lao Tzu is the master alchemist of the past. Helps to understand what lies behind dis-ease is often in the patterns of the past. And if you have been with me for any amount of time, you know that this is a key component of the work that I have always done and has evolved into this new form using the compassion key as part of one of the modalities that actually uses self-directed compassion to uncreate the patterns and to heal the timelines of the past. So it's quite appropriate that this was the one that I was drawn to today for us. So all I would like to invite you to do is to find a place where you're comfortable to receive the session and this little journey today for our monthly messages, and see what comes through. Notice how you feel. Just really stay tuned to your body and notice what you notice. And let's just check in with that now so you can get a sense of where you are now. Just closing your eyes. And if you're sitting on a chair or laying down, just notice how your body is being held or supported by the surface that you're on. Notice where your attention is drawn to your body. Maybe there's a part of your body that's been communicating with you lately. Notice your breath. Notice your nervous system. How active is your nervous system right now? Right. So just get an overall assessment of where you are now, and then you'll just assess as we go along and at the end to see what's changed. And even after this, our interaction here is over, changes are still occurring. So I invite you to notice those changes as the days and weeks unfold. Get some water, sorry, excuse me. Before we dive in even more deeply, I just want to let you know that I've got everything ready to go for April's monthly Sonic Acupuncture session. And it is the Vibrational Wealth Reset. So it's right after taxes here in the United States. So it'll be April 17th. And it's a sonic detox But since my work is always the focus of vibrational health, that vibration of your being, how healthy that is, impacts all aspects of your life. And we'll just be fine tuning that and kind of focusing on the abundance aspect and how that life force, that creative life force, is flowing through you. And we'll be exploring, your money stories a bit and how your nervous system responds to finances and stuff like that. Just we'll focus in that arena a little bit more, but it's still the same work. It's still, how is your vibration moving? How is your life force flowing through you or not flowing through you? And we'll find those specific points in relationship to the vibrational wealth. And health is wealth in its own right? But we're just gonna, and that might be another, whatever you discern as wealth for yourself is where we're gonna go. It doesn't even necessarily have to be finances, right? It can be the wealth in whatever way whatever is true for you, right? So I'll have the link. I'm already in session mode, so it's hard to kind of go into those details a bit for you, but the link to register will be available for you on my website and in the description here. And I hope you come. It's by donation. So everyone who contributes, just know that your contribution is allowing someone else to receive care that they might not be able to afford otherwise. And so you are paying it forward and serving others by showing up and taking care of yourself, which is the beauty of that container. And it really astounds me on so many levels when I contemplate that. So if you feel called to join me there, I would love to have you. Okay, I'm hearing session. It's time to begin. Okay. So just kind of tune your awareness back into the body. See if anything's changed. Maybe we're talking about things that activated you a bit, and that's okay. It's just information, and here we are offering ourselves compassion and alchemy towards your stories around that from the past. But just stay tuned to the body sensations and not so much the stories. They might come up for you, but just notice them. But to focus on how your body's receiving the vibrations. How are the bowls interacting with your field? Just take a nice inhale into that lower belly. Feel that belly expand. Connect the breath with that lower heaven. And just release. Let's do one more breath. Inhaling through the nose, feeling that diaphragm expand and connect with that energy center in the lower belly. Feel that connection. Yeah, really feel it. Keep breathing, inhaling till you feel that connection or intuit that connection. There you go. Yeah. And then release the breath. Let's do one more. It's nice to do things in threes. Inhaling through the nose. Diaphragm expands and reaches down into that lower belly, connecting with that powerful energy center. Feel the connection, intuit the connection. And then release the breath. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what this master couple have for us today. There is some fear in the field. It doesn't have the same quality that I usually perceive. It's a kind of prickly sensation. So what's coming through is you want to love, but you can't. There's a fear around being vulnerable and opening your heart due to previous patterns of abandonment and betrayal. feelings of not being worthy. And I'm hearing you are more than enough. So it's taking me back to early childhood, actually during the time of infancy, and even some in utero patterns here. Either the mother had doubts and her emotional state was influencing the waters of your being and imprinting you with that. So you are carrying the imprints of your mother's emotional state, believing it to be yours. So it feels like there was a situation here where the mother was pregnant and the father may have left while she was pregnant with you. Or this just could be sorry, I'm picking up something somewhere else. Give me a second. And if what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, it just flows right through you. Or it could be speaking to another aspect of your timeline. Not necessarily in this incarnation, it could be ancestral or another embodiment. So here I'm talking about 12 to 13 patterns around betrayal and abandonment. And there's even some violence in here. And it's this part that I'm seeing is that feeling of being so beaten down, you couldn't even look at yourself. You couldn't even look at yourself in the mirror. It was too painful to see yourself. So you didn't even want to see your own reflection. Yeah, this is running deep here with these patterns of abandonment and betrayal. Not feeling worthy of love. And as I'm speaking this, I'm also clearing the pattern, and with the assistance of these two ascended masters through this special essence that I'm using, is informing your field and harmonizing that as well. Bringing in that energy of alchemy and compassion. And these high vibrational states, just like the bowls, they work similarly. They have a particular vibration that increases and synchronizes those lower densities with itself. So it brings it into harmony and resonance with itself. And so one of the things that I love to do in my sessions with clients is taking them back to this place before this was even a pattern, and helping them connect to that purity and essence of who they are. And it's really such a powerful state for them to experience. And that state is, again, healing in itself, that state of before the fall. Right? And clients tell me in their own words repeatedly that it feels like the state of innocence that they had that they once lost. And we're not going to do that work together in this format right now, but we are inviting in these higher frequencies to reconnect us with those parts of ourselves. So it's not just about here thinking good thoughts. It's not about the thought itself. It's about feeling the feeling you want to have. That's where the power is in the vibrational. It's not the thought, it's the feeling. It comes from a very different place. Okay, so we've cleared probably about half of those abandonment and betrayal patterns that are showing up here. And even those violent patterns, there's only like one or two left. So as this is going, I'm just going to pause right here and invite you to feel into your body and just check in, take a breath. Maybe things came up for you as I was speaking. Maybe stories and memories came up for you, and that's totally fine. But just connect with the feeling of the body now, the sensations in the body. Check in with those parts of your body that were communicating with you earlier. How do they feel now? What's changed? It's time to move on, I hear. I'm getting very clear directions here. And it's beautiful because I can see the feminine and the masculine energy of the masters that are here, Lao Tzu and Kwan Yin, holding the like pillars, right here. And then the light that's emanating between them with the union of their energies together is really quite spectacular for me to witness and hopefully for you to feel in the way that you feel it. It's a very gentle energy, even though it's powerful. So just imagine that both Kuan Yin and Lao Tzu, or these two energy beings, however you want to relate to them, are standing on either side of you right now. And they have their hands over you, directing their energies of alchemy and compassion over your body. Just feel where over your body they're directing that energy, their light, their love. And just allow yourself to receive it. Notice if there's resistance to what they're gifting you with right now. And then just open to receive it even more. Allow yourself to receive this blessing from them. That's why you're here right now. That's why you were called to be on this journey together in this moment. Because there's something here for you. Even if it's the resistance, it's okay. Just embrace the resistance. There you go. What happens is we begin to resist the resistance, right? And it creates more resistance. Or we try to force ourselves to change it, and that doesn't help either. So let's just be there with ourselves in that feeling of resistance. Just feel the feeling of resistance. I'm calling it resistance, but you might feel it as constriction or tension or nervousness or achiness or heaviness. However you feel that, what I'm calling resistance, just feel that sensation. And there's nothing more you need to do. You might add some breath to it. You might place your hands there so your body knows that it's been heard and that you're connecting with its messages, right? There you go. See, now I see the light coming in more. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's find another place where you feel that resistance. And just feel the sensation of that resistance without the label. Just feel where that sensation is and then place your hand there. Be with yourself in this. We're not trying to change it. There we go. Just stay with it. You're doing a beautiful job. Yeah, and emotions can come up. I'm feeling a lot of emotions coming up. I was doing a class this morning that I was actually participating in. Was it this morning? No, it was last night. I was doing it online. And I felt a part of me weeping inside. I wasn't crying myself, but I felt that part of me just weeping. and beyond sadness. And I was just there with myself. Sometimes the tears do come out. Whatever is happening, we want to allow that energy to move, right? Because it's been trapped, and that blocked energy is what causes our pain. It's what causes the dis-ease in the body. So we want to allow that to move, right? The resistance is that blockage, but your presence with that part of yourself and that embracing and offering the compassion that's coming in right now for that part of yourself that's feeling resistant, whatever the reason, invites it to soften and to move. There you go. And your breath is shifting right now as well. Okay, I'm just going to be drawn to the spine here. Just wanted to inhale a little bit more of that essence for us all. So there's this place in the back that's connecting me with the pattern of not feeling like you belong anywhere. Not sure where you belong. Nothing feels like at home. Your own body doesn't even feel like home. And it's just been this masquerade. There we go. Okay, the masters have left the building. They come in and they leave. So that is where we will conclude that part of our session. I'm going to bring in the chimes just to help with the integration a little bit so you can land gently. And we did a lot of work even in this short period of time. So I do want you to be there for yourself and take care of yourself as this energy continues to move through you over the next several days, weeks, and months, and even years. But you'll notice it most noticeably. You'll notice it most noticeably, yes, in the following 3 to 4 days after listening and receiving. So do hydrate yourself, journal with what arises, move your body in gentle, nourishing ways, ground yourself, earth yourself, eat nourishing foods that are full of light and vitality, right? My favorite things to eat that connect me with that electrical nature of who I am is fruits and vegetables, and I'm not even eating cooked food right now, and I feel so vital. So there's definitely a difference when I have been eating, when I have eaten some cooked vegetables, and I can sense how that really changes the way my energy is moving in my body. So the more you attune yourself to choosing foods that are congruent with your vitality, you'll start to notice when foods are out of congruence for you, and you'll make different choices for yourself. So do what you need to do to take care of yourself in this all the time, not just now. guess Lilu has other plans right now. Okay, I'll be with you in 1 second, sweetie. Okay, dear ones, let me know what you think and how this session was for you, how the messages landed with you, what you noticed, and if you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you at this month's monthly Sonic Acupuncture session. I'm losing my words. Where we'll work with the Vibrational Wealth Reset. Thank you for coming together with me to harmonize the nature of oneself. Blessings. Okay, Lilus. Blessings, everyone.